We're gonna let some people get in, man. We're gonna start something a little new this time. I'm starting this show called No Filter. Alright? Now I'm gonna need my moderator to come in here. If y'all remember correctly, last time we made Mr. Master a moderator. So I'm gonna wait for him to get in here. And then we're gonna start it. Now on this show, No Filter, we keep it real. Alright. We talk about some of the sensitive topics that other people are afraid to talk about or plain just don't want to. Now we're gonna try to keep it clean as much as we can so we can follow YouTube guidelines. Right? First topic on No Filter, I would have to say end times. Now when I say end times, I mean the end of the world as you know it. Now I'm not saying that's what today is. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is we are living in those days. Some of this may be concerning me with y'all. Some of you may not know. But it's a lot of events that are taking place right now that they mention in the Bible. And I ain't just saying mention in the Bible just because, you see what I'm saying? It's a great book, you know, the great book. So at the end of the day, it's something that you could, you know, learn from. So as far as the end times go, you know, I believe that has nothing to do with the Bible. You dig what I'm saying? Because if you ask me, you don't need the Bible to not just know about the end times, but you don't need it to know that it's going to happen. All right? Now, in the Bible, now sometimes we'll speak on, hey, how you doing? What's up, Miss Brown? How you doing? Y'all be sure to like this and subscribe. We keep it real here. This is the show No Filter. Alright? Now if you got tough skin, this is the place for you, baby. How you doing? How you doing? Shout out to you. I wish you growth and prosperity, Queen. Oh, no problem. No problem at all. No problem at all. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe. I'm always dropping gems. Always giving out cash prizes to my #1 fans. And we keep it real here on No Filter. You feel me? So, you know, as far as the end times go, like I was saying, all of those things are happening right now. And you don't need the Bible to tell you that. You dig what I'm saying? You don't need the Bible to tell you that. You know, it's just common sense. Look around. Look what we're going through. You dig what I'm saying? The way people are thinking. What's up? What's up? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. I appreciate y'all likes. But back to what I was saying. Ain't nothing we can do about it, you know. One day we all gonna cease to exist. Now I want to know y'all input on it. What you think? You think it's such thing as reincarnation? Do y'all think you could come back as an animal, or come back as another person, or come back as maybe a spirit? What do you believe? Some people, you got a lot of different people believe different things. You dig? And I don't knock it, because guess what? That person you knocking, they could be the only one right. You dig? None of us know, right? None of us know. What's up? What's up? Shout you out. Too hype Ty. Too hype Ty. Shout out to Too hype Ty. Too hype TY. Shout out to you, bro. Mike Oxford. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to you, man. I shout you out to make sure you like and subscribe, all right? And make sure you come back another day. And I'm looking for more moderators, man. You know, I got to keep people out here that don't need to be in here. You know, you get a lot of disrespectful people. You know what I mean? And all I do is try to enlighten people. I try to keep people uplifted. You know what I mean? Give them the truth. You dig? That's what I do here on this channel. And make y'all laugh. You feel me? For sure, bro. For sure, for sure. But shout out to y'all, man. But like I was saying, everybody believe different things. You feel me? And I don't knock nobody for what your belief is. You know, as long as you're not an atheist. And if you're an atheist, that's what you do. Like I say, I'm not knocking it. You feel me? Who am I to knock what you believe in? You know? I just know I'm not a Satanist. I don't believe in, you know. I try not to even, I know the devil's real. But the more you give him that energy, the more that you put him out there, the more that you believe in him, the more real he is. You dig what I'm saying, y'all? Not saying he's not real, all right? Not saying he's not real. If you just not coming in here, y'all be sure to like and subscribe. We always giving our cash prizes to my #1 fans. I need moderators, all right? And if you know about moderating, it ain't free, okay? I will pay you. But y'all be sure to engage, man. We always talk about real topics here. We keep people enlightened. We keep them uplifted. You feel me? We don't put nobody down. We don't do no negativity here, okay? Now, if you all for that, I strongly suggest you to subscribe and like. And I appreciate you. But like I was saying, back to it, man. You know, I'm a firm believer of the Most High, okay? And you got people that believe in Yahweh. You got people that believe in all types of gods, you know? You got people that celebrate Hanukkah, you feel me? I don't knock none of it, you know? If I got friends that just so happen to celebrate Hanukkah, I'm going to try to understand what it is and what they go by, you feel me? I'm curious. I'm a curious George, you feel me? I don't knock nothing like, oh, that ain't my religion, you know? That's a negative way of thinking. I don't do that. You dig? I don't do that. I'm open. I want to learn. I want to have conversations. I love you too. I love you too, Theodore. How you doing? Be sure to subscribe, man. I'm always dropping gems for the people, man. I like to keep my people enlightened. I love all colors of people, but mostly our black people, because our black people are lost. You get what I'm saying? Our black people are lost. I'm not saying there ain't lost white folks out there and lost Orientals. But for the majority, our black people are lost. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, man, you know, I'm always for meeting new people and growing. You feel me? Oh, keep that clean. Whatever that is. But shout out to y'all, man. Like I say, you just believe in him. Just believe that you know there's a higher power. You know that this didn't just come about, right? I truly feel like, if you believe that, then you will have a spot in the kingdom of heaven. You will have a spot next to the Lord. He said, "Am I inside the oven?" Nah, man, it ain't no oven, man. Can I get a light, Mr. John? Or you just drop in and just look? People funny, man. But I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate every last one of y'all. And I wish you all growth and prosperity. We gotta keep our people enlightened, man. Because if we don't, who gonna do it? Everybody get thrown off track right now, man. Like we doing with this live. Now, back to what we were saying. Okay, as long as you believe in God and you believe there's a higher power, and you believe somebody created all of this that you're sitting in, I believe it's a good spot for you when you die. That's what I do believe. The straight man energy, it's all the way straight, baby. Can I get a like? I answered your question. Now, can you return one with a like and a subscribe? And to make sure you come back to get some of this enlightenment? That would be a great thank you. Well, you know, I don't like to read words out of the Bible. I like us to have an open conversation and talk about things that are not in the Bible, things that people have not spoken on, things that people are afraid to speak about. You feel me? Like hell. You know? Who's to say that there's a hell? Who said that? You feel me? The Bible. That's who. Alright? Now you got all kinds of other things that you should believe in other than the Bible. Bad just as much as good. Because it's a lot out there. Okay? It's a lot out there. Y'all understand? If we're talking about the Bible, alright? Let's go to Revelations. Alright? Let's go to Revelations, right? Do y'all know some of the stuff that you got to look forward to that's supposed to be coming out? If that is true, right? If that is true, all of this stuff is happening now. They said monsters and creatures supposed to come out of nowhere, right? Have y'all been paying attention? Have y'all been paying attention? What's going on? They finding all kind of stuff in these waters, right? 40 feet, 50 feet, 60 feet squid. Okay? Alright, can you imagine? Right? Let's go back some. I don't think that none of this is a mistake. You feel me? Everything is preordained. Okay? Everything. Every little thing. Let me break it down a little more for y'all. You think you made the decision to put on your shoes this morning just because you thought about it? You think you decided to get Jordans instead of Nikes or loafers by yourself? No, you didn't. That's right. You're right about that. You're right about that. Liars, yeah, you're right. They all will be exposed. But if you don't care, who cares? You can't get those type of people. You know what I mean? But y'all listen, man. Listen. The truth is coming. And if you're not true with yourself, you will burn. You're going to burn. Ooh, you can feel it, can't you? You can feel it. You're going to burn. Just like that right there. Make sure you stay focused on that. Make sure you stay focused on that. And even if it's not burning, even if it's not a hell waiting for us, right? Or for you. Even if it's not a hell waiting, it can't be good on the other side. It can't be good on the other side, right? It cannot be good on the other side. Because you're going to cease to exist. You're going to cease to exist. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe. What do y'all think? If you feel I'm wrong, let me know. Because at the end of the day, nobody knows, right? Nobody knows what's on the other side. And you don't know why they're perfect. But y'all see the way our people are acting. Y'all see the way women product, how they act, how they slang, how guys act, how they talk, how they treat the women. This can't be life. It can't be life. And I'm not saying that just because everybody talking this stimulation shit. You know what I mean? Nah, no, we ain't talking about that. Whether it is or not, I can touch you like you can touch me. So that's life enough for us. We can bear children. We can drive down the street. You dig what I'm saying? And whether you knowing the real truth or not means nothing. Like that boy, Julian Brown. Y'all heard of him? You can't broadcast your invention out to the world with no security or plan and non-disclosed location and think everything is okay. How you doing? How you doing, Monica? I love your name. That's beautiful. Is that Thyker? Thyker? It's unique. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe, alright? I'm always dropping gems. I'm always enlightening the people. And we give out cash prizes sometimes. But like I said, man, you know, RIP to that man, Julian Brown. Of course he's not home. And they putting this false narrative out there that he's okay, that he's safe and at home and all of this. And his mom is even on the internet kicking that bull crap too, talking about he okay. Nah, man. That's good faith. That's what that is. She's trying to believe he's okay. She wants to believe he's okay. Ecosystem shit. When you messing with pharmaceutical shit, agriculture, you just now born into this. As a human being, you are just born into this. These people had this shit in line for centuries. They had this shit in line for centuries. Okay? I'm talking about King David days. I'm telling you how they feel. So who are you as a human being, as a regular 9-to-5 worker who just found out something on the internet, come trying to dig up some shit or take over some shit? These people are young and dumb. That's what's going on. They're young and dumb, and they're putting their loved ones in jeopardy by not being smart enough. That's the truth. That young man, Julian Brown, yes, he was very bright and intelligent. Very bright and intelligent. But what a waste. What a waste. Because he didn't have the street smarts. He was book smart, but it takes street smarts too to make it out. You can't teeter-totter. Have one and not the other. You got to have both. And if you don't, you will drown. You bound to drizzle. That's the truth, man. Now, we ain't being harsh, you know, like I say. It's no filter, baby. That was horrible what happened to him, you know, and we don't even know, but he's gone. And we know why. We ain't even got to talk about it. What's understood ain't got to be explained. That's real. That's real. Y'all go look it up if you don't know about the story. It's on TikTok. It's on YouTube. It's everywhere. Young man Julian Brown went missing around the beginning of July. Now here around 29th or 30th, they finally saying he's missing. What he was doing was he made his own gas station. He made his own gas station. So y'all do the math with that. Okay. He was turning plastic, regular plastic, into fuel. He was turning that shit into gasoline. Okay? Julian Brown. He came up missing. Y'all want to know something crazy? When I seen that boy on TikTok, because I seen him way before he was even a big thing. Okay? I knew that was going to happen. I didn't speak on it or nothing, but I said it in my head. I said, something going to happen to that boy. You can't mess with these pharmaceutical shit with these people. You can't mess with the agriculture. You got to know what you're doing, man, when you get land and animals and all this shit. They don't like that, okay, when you are self-sufficient. So you got to be careful. You can't just be out here just doing shit. You got to be smart, okay? That boy should have had security team. That boy, ain't no way he should have just been on his mom property or on a regular property when you doing shit like that, okay? Out in the open, on land. That was not smart. I bet you did have helicopters flying over your damn house. Yeah, they said he seen black choppers and shit flying. I bet you did. Like, what do you think you're doing? 21 years old. Yeah, man, it was a beautiful thing what he was doing. It was smart, you know. But who's to say that ain't how they do it? You know what I mean? And now you just exposing shit. You know? No, you are not living in a free country. No. No, you don't have rights. No. Y'all get this shit out of your head. All this shit is a front. This is a very controlled country. This is a very controlled world. And as soon as we understand that, the sooner we get that through our thick ass skulls, we'll be all right. Mixed video, what's up? How you doing? Be sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate you. This is a new show called No Filter. And we keep it real. We don't do no capping. It's all authentic. All right? Right now we're talking about the case of Julian Brown. I believe that's his last name. Yeah, Brown. 21-year-old male, black male. Gone missing because he wanted to make a gas station. Tragic, man. It's tragic. You know. But as human beings, you know, we just gotta know how to think. We gotta know how to move out here. You can't just move any kind of way. You can't just move any kind of way and put the shit on the internet and show everybody with the phone where you at. He should have had a security team. You are important. That man was important. If he had friends, they should be ashamed because they should have protected him. He should have had a security team. He should have been in a non-disclosed location so nobody know where he at other than his security team. Okay? Those are the first two things off the muscle. All right? Third thing, he should not have been broadcasting it on the internet. That's a no-go, no bueno. But he was excited, he was young. He had no idea what he was doing, but he knew what he was doing, if you did what I'm saying. That's why you don't hear from that boy. And you won't. You're not even going to find his body. Why would you? The thing is, people, You are in charge of your life. You are in charge of your life. It's sad what happened to that boy. He was too young, and bright. What a waste. What a horrible waste. But what y'all think? We're going to talk about a lot more on the next episode of No Filter. A lot more. We got to keep people enlightened, man. Some conversations will be after dark. We'll have a part 1 and we'll have a part 2. All right? That's what we'll do with that. We'll have a part 1 and we'll have a part 2. Now, the part 1 will just be strictly for my followers. For the people who are maybe older, maybe children. We're going to try to keep it clean. But after dark, after dark, like now, maybe from now to like 1, 2 a.m., we're talking about any and everything. As much as YouTube guidelines let us talk about. Shout out to YouTube. I love you. And I love all of you. That's why I gotta keep y'all enlightened. I gotta keep y'all on y'all toes. Because things like that shouldn't have never happened to that young man. It's our fault too, right? You know that, right? We held accountable just as much as his mom and dad and himself. You know why? Because we had somebody that important, that bright, and we couldn't protect him as a community. If he didn't have a security team, we should have made sure he did. Somebody that important. Somebody that bright. We let him perish. And I'm going to talk about something else. Y'all can stop looking at the government all the time, too. Just because things happen and conspiracy this, conspiracy that, don't mean the government have something to do with it. Just like you have a government that don't like certain things, you have regular Joe people that are out here that don't like certain things as well. Let me put it in perspective for y'all. Y'all ever seen them crazy people that be riding around and be thinking they the police? They be having some, like, beams on their car and flashlights and shit. They got computers in there. They want to be a cop. What they call them, they got a name for that. Impersonating a cop. They basically be impersonators, right? Okay? Just like you have impersonating cops, you have impersonating people who think they're more than what they are. Okay? They have nothing else better to do. Some of them are retired. Some of them have money, power, resources. Everybody with money is not good. Just like everybody with money is not bad. Now y'all think about that for a minute, okay? Just because bad things happen to people that have some kind of advantage, or they're smarter than the next, or they're scientists, whatever the case may be, that don't mean it's the government all the time, okay? So it's like, I just get tired of hearing it, you know? Government did it, government did it. Everything is not a conspiracy. Some things just happen to people. That's it. Some people are just messed up in the mind. And they see certain things and they just decide to do something about it. That happens, y'all. It could happen. But you gotta cover you. Ain't nobody gonna cover you like you gonna cover you. You dig what I'm saying? That boy should have had a security team. He should have had a plan. It should have been somebody with him. That way, if they take him, they're going to have to take both of y'all, or three of y'all, or four of y'all, or five of y'all with these sticks. And if you're from the hood, you know what I mean by stick. Alright? Now, the next episode, we're going to talk about something a little more sensitive. Okay? Now, no, I'm not going to give it to y'all now. Right? But the next episode, we're going to talk about something a little more sensitive. I wish all y'all growth and prosperity. I'll definitely see you soon. No filter out.